Today, this section of verses go together from 15 to the end of the chapter, but we're looking at Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 18 to 20. It is good that you grasp one thing and also not let go of the other, for the one who fears God comes forth with both of them. Wisdom strengthens a wise man more than 10 rulers who are in a city. Indeed, there is not a righteous man on earth who continually does good and who never sins. All right, let's look at 18 to 20. So he points out here, the one who fears God comes forth from all these different trials. He's going to come forth just fine. The one who doesn't fear God, Solomon does not give you any guarantees about that, right? The guarantee is you're going to crash. You're going to have problems. You do it without God, it's going to be badly. But if you do what you do, if you do it with God in mind and God's in your picture and you're seeking to please Him, don't worry. God will make something good out of what you try to do. You may mess it up pretty bad, yeah, but God will still work for you. God is on our side. Believe me, He is on your side. If your heart is given to Him and you're willing to be a learner, God is on your side. There's not a righteous man who does righteousness all the time and doesn't sin. Some people want to take this and say, yeah, look, even the Christian, even the best believer in God, all he's going to do, he's going to live a life where he's mostly sinning all the time, and there you go. Well, what about that? I think Solomon is looking at this and saying, look, realistically, he tried well, but he went way astray and he's gone way wrong. And so he's saying, realistically, look, you're gonna miss. You are going to fall. You are going to sin. That's the realistic look. It doesn't have to be, because humans don't have to sin. Humans can be empowered by God all the time. Jesus did it, and Jesus said, "You will do greater works than I," in the Gospel of John. So we are able to live that way. But the fact is, though, that mostly we have plenty of failures along the way. But God, that's not the way it has to be. But Solomon is saying, realistically, don't berate yourself, don't beat yourself into the dust and give up hope and curl into a fetal position and just be ready to die. Instead, go back and regroup. A wrong person goes apostate and he stays apostate. The Proverbs tell us that a righteous person falls down 7 times, but he gets back up 7 times. So what you want to do is keep getting back up. Keep striving to be right with God. God will bless that. So practically here, Solomon is saying, yeah, people are going to make some mistakes. You and I, we will make mistakes. We will actually sin. But God's plan is to take us to that place where we're not sinning. We're not sinning at all. There's 0 sin going up into the sanctuary in heaven. There's 0 sin for Jesus to forgive. And through the power and the mercy and the grace of God, we're living without sinning all the time. That's why it's going to be right before the end. God's going to demonstrate some amazing things through those people who've walked with Jesus. But that's probably another study when we get into one of these days of the book of Revelation. But for now, looking at Solomon here, we'll keep on going and we'll learn more tomorrow morning, because it goes right with this segment. I just can't do it all at once. See you tomorrow morning. Let's look here and let's put in a note at verses 18 to 20. And what have we got here? There's not a righteous man on earth who continually does good and who never sins. Well, this is true. This is true. It's not true of Jesus. Jesus never sinned, but it's true of everyone else. So what we're getting at here is fallen humans make many mistakes. But what really needs to happen here, the important key thing is we need to keep coming back to God. Keep returning to Jesus. And as we keep returning to Jesus, He will help us. Tomorrow, chapter 7, verse 21 and 22.